I understand the struggle with Marian devotion. I understand the love of Jesus, and then seeing Catholics have a devotion to Mary and thinking like, I think they've got it wrong. Like they're missing the point. The point of Christianity is Jesus. But you have to understand that our love for Mary is an extension of our love for Jesus. It's that we are telling Jesus, I want to love who you love, and he loves Mary. He loves Mary, and the things that we know about her, the things that we believe about her, are all things that God accomplished for her or through her. And they are things that reflect back on what we know he wants to accomplish in us. So when we are talking about the four dogmas, that she was immaculately conceived, she's the mother of God, she was assumed into heaven, and she was a perpetual virgin, they're not things that she accomplished by herself. They are things that she was able to accomplish because of her surrender to God. And one of the great things that she did, the greatest thing that she did, is that she gave Christ flesh. And in the same way, we are also called to be his hands and his feet. So out of all of the great saints with these crazy, miraculous, wonderful stories, the one that we can most easily imitate is hers, because she continues to surrender. Her great feat was her surrender to God, to be able to say, your will be done, your will be done, your will be done. And arguably, that's one of the hardest things to do. So when we're meditating on Mary, we see that the one that Jesus loved the most, because he picked her out of all women, blessed is she among women, she was also made to suffer, but her suffering was fruitful. And so that tells us that when we are suffering, it doesn't mean that Christ turned away. It means that Christ is giving us the opportunity to encounter him, to walk with him, to console him, to love him. If that doesn't bring you closer to Christ, then you are not understanding true devotion to Mary. True devotion to Mary should pull you to encounter Jesus at the cross and say, you are worth it. When you are struggling to forgive, you see Mary at the foot of the cross when Jesus tells her, behold your son, okay? Behold your son, saying, all of us, right? All of us Christians, she knew that we were the ones that made him be there on the cross. And Jesus doesn't even say forgive them. No, he says take them in, take them as your own. And she does that immediately. It doesn't mean that she was this powerful superhuman. It means that she was fully surrendered to God. And look at the fruit that God was able to accomplish through her, because she gave him her yes. That's it. That was her thing, that she was fully surrendered to God. And out of all of the saints with these miraculous stories, the one we can always, always turn to, always, always copy is Mary, because the greatest thing that she did was say yes to God. And arguably, that's sometimes the hardest, but you're not alone.